As Season 4 develops, there seems to be no end in sight to the amount of Marvel skins Fortnite will be adding to the game. This week, we were surprised to find out that Daredevil will be hitting the item shop. Intrepid players got the chance to compete in the Daredevil Cup on October 14th for the chance to win a free Daredevil skin early. If you missed out, you can pick up the skin in the item shop on October 17th. As the man without fear jumps into the game, he comes with mythic items. The Fireball and Fire Jump abilities will be added to the game in the coming weeks. Daredevil seems to have come out of left field, with there being little hint that he was coming beforehand. The only clue we had was this crossover cover from issue 29 of the Venom series. On this cover we see Blade, Daredevil, Venom, and Ghost Rider clamoring for a loot llama. Seeing how Blade and Daredevil have found their way into the game, we think it's not too far off to think that Venom and Ghost Rider will also be added. There's plenty of Marvel characters we'd like to see added to the game, such as Beta Ray Bill or The Thing, but what Marvel skins need to be added to the game? Well, we're here to tell you. We've compiled a list of the 10 Marvel skins that we not only think, but are actually likely to come to the game. There are some really cool concepts that we have to share with you, so stick around to the end to see them all. Before we start exploring these skins, why not give the video a like? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment about what you want us to cover next. Also use code NewScapePRO in the item shop. This is NewScapeGames, your source for Fortnite news, leaks, and theories. Black Panther. It's been a while since Panther Monument was added to the game. Players have been using Black Panther's kinetic armor for just as long. So where is the man himself? Well, we might have to wait until after the Halloween season to get our hands on him. We think that more Halloween-centric skins like Venom or Ghost Rider will be arriving beforehand. There will be a series of 4 cups that will give players the chance to win a free skin by competing in them. With Daredevil being number 1, it only makes sense for Black Panther to be the final skin. He is the king after all. While most players may be familiar with his MCU version, we think he'll be like the rest of the Marvel skins and reflect the comic book version. This means he'll have a super sweet cape as a back bling, and hopefully feature a pickaxe that simulates Black Panther's famous claws. Venom. What better way to ring in the Halloween season than with Marvel's most gruesome villain? Venom is a character that would fit in well with Fortnite's cast of monsters, creeps, and ghouls. Obviously, he'd use a body similar to Brutus's, bulkier than the average skin, but not bigger in an unfair way. Venom's Smash and Grab has been a fun and useful power-up that helps draw enemies in closer so you can tear them apart. Using it right now without the Venom skin feels lame, and we can't wait to get our hands on what surely will be one of our favorite skins. You can expect to see Venom coming in the weeks ahead. Captain Marvel. It's surprising how few people knew about Captain Marvel before her film release. Now that her film is out and has broken box office records, we think she should make a courtesy stop to our favorite Battle Royale island. Captain Marvel's design from the MCU very closely resembles her outfit in the regular comic canon. We figure there would be little to any significant difference between the two. Well, aside for her hair. It'd be a cool feature of the skin if you could switch her hairstyle to match her solo film version, as well as her endgame version. This would be most similar to the Black Widow skin we received last year. That skin included red and blonde hairstyles for everyone's favorite Avenger assassin. We'll be getting a closer look at Captain Marvel in the weeks ahead. Spider-Man. Yeah, we know. We've talked about this skin before, but until we get it into our locker, we're gonna keep asking for him. Yes, it's everyone's favorite wall crawler, Spider-Man. If we get Venom, one of Spider-Man's greatest villains, without Peter Parker, we will be seriously disappointed. Our boundless hero can only get so close to Spider-Man. There's so many different styles, incarnations, and multiversal versions of Spider-Man that it's just a no-brainer to us that he should be in the game. Imagine being able to select from the literal thousands of different versions of the web slinger. Even if it was limited to a few from Into the Spider-Verse, we'd be ecstatic. So please, Epic, hear our call. We want Spider-Man! Ghost Rider. Going back to that comic cover we showed you earlier, we think Ghost Rider would be an amazing addition to the game. And no, we don't just think that because we're fans of Nick Cage. We want Ghost Rider in the game, so we can ask for a motorcycle to ride. His flaming skull and absolutely BA leather jacket make a skin that's truly worth having. Not only could you have two clear styles, with or without the flaming skull, you'd also have one of the most awesome pickaxes ever. Ghost Rider's Hellfire Chain is a flaming chain that he uses to vanquish his enemies. Another option you could have with the Ghost Rider skin is that he could be reactive to how many kills you get. You start off with just a regular head, getting your first kill would switch it to the skull, and the second kill would activate the flame. This would make the skin a representation at just how awesome you are at the game. Ant-Man. We've mentioned before how cool it would be to have an Ant-Man in-game. He could break the mold on comic book accurate versions and be more similar to his MCU counterpart. While we love the comic book version, it might be too goofy for Fortnite. We'd much prefer to see Scott Lang riding on his trusty ant glider than Hank Pym. Seeing a giant ant flying in towards you would either strike fear into your very soul, or make you laugh uncontrollably. What makes Ant-Man a needed addition to the game is that he already has a POI for players to explore. Why not explore it as Ant-Man himself? ULTRON. This season has had a huge lack of villain skins, and we hope to remedy that by the end of the season. Dr. Doom and Mystique are nice and all, but we want a real heavy hitter to show up on the island. ULTRON would make sense as he has been featured in the MCU and is well known to players. He's also one of the coolest villains in Marvel history. His origin is slightly different in the comics, with Hank Pym actually being the one who creates ULTRON, a self-improving robot with some daddy issues. ULTRON would make for a great in-game boss. His powers would probably mimic those of Iron Man, firing a massive beam of energy, not out of his chest, but out of his mouth. He could even take over Stark Industries, turning all the loyal Stark bots into villainous ULTRON drones. Would an ULTRON takeover of Stark Industries be a fun shakeup to the game, or would it ultimately be more of the same? Tell us down below. Miss Marvel. Wait, 2 Marvels? What's going on? Well, Miss Marvel is a teenage superhero with elastic powers that took up the mantle of Miss Marvel after she was promoted to Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel is the breakout superhero of the decade, being first introduced during the Inhumanity event. Her secret identity is Kamala Khan, a teenager juggling schoolwork, saving the day, and her overbearing parents. She has the power to reshape her body, very similarly to Mr. Fantastic, but with one key difference. She can actually hold different shapes with her body, and isn't just elastic. This makes her a powerful hero, and one that has resonated with readers. She was recently featured in Marvel's Avengers, a beat-em-up game. She also has an upcoming Disney Plus show, where she'll be played by newcomer Iman Vellani. Big things are happening for Kamala Khan, and coming to Fortnite Island just might be the biggest. Wanda and Vision. We end our list with a double whammy, Wanda and Vision. These 2 powerhouse Avengers are often overlooked. They were both introduced to wide audiences in Avengers Age of Ultron, and their upcoming Disney Plus series looks like it'll be a big departure from your regular superhero story. The characters themselves have some iconic designs that Fortnite could draw upon. It looks like those costumes will be appearing in their series, only as Halloween costumes. Wanda is a mutant with enormous reality-bending powers that could end up being the reason we see the X-Men in the MCU. Vision was a robot created by Ultron to destroy his creator, Hank Pym. Vision eventually turns on Ultron after being shown the error of his ways. These 2 characters have a long history together, and while they haven't had much screen time in the movies to develop, we look forward to seeing them further their relationship in their forthcoming series. Well, there you have them. 10 Marvel skins that Fortnite needs to add. We think these skins would be great to add to the game, with each one representing a different corner of the Marvel Universe. Seeing them all come together warms our comic book loving hearts. If there's a character from the Marvel Universe you'd like to see in Fortnite, leave it as a comment below. If you enjoyed this, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you never miss a video. This has been NewScapeGames, your source for Fortnite news, leaks, and theories. Thank you for watching.